Anybody wants to say where we are so far? Anita Mataji, you want to say where we are? Where is Gopakumar?
Vaikuntha Loka.
So what happened in Vaikunta?
Mataji, I don't remember much.
You can tell. He was standing at the gate. We'll help you.
Yes, Mataji. He was standing on the gate and he was watching one by one all the devotees. They were coming, and then he was observing. The first devotee. He was observing whoever is coming later. They are more opulent. They are more devoted. So yeah. So he is now eager to go inside. Maybe yes. Mataji.
Yes, and all forms of people are coming in different forms and shapes, and
Yes. Yes.
all
Yes,
species
in
are coming.
animal form and
Yes.
four-headed and eight-headed, different creatures. But
So
they all look auspicious and beautiful, right, Mataji?
yes, they're all auspicious and beautiful, and they're taking that form only for the pleasure of the Lord.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, Shri Gauragi Mataji. Please continue.
Mataji. The residents of Vaikuntha transcend everything material. For persons within the material creation, the manifold glories of those residents and of the Vaikuntha world and its master are beyond analogy and beyond the power of words to describe. Normally, the varieties of life forms in any realm indicate a vast hierarchy of relative superiority and inferiority, as Gopkumar saw among the residents of heaven. Such a hierarchy might seem out of place in Vaikuntha, where everyone should be equal on the platform of Satchidananda. Gopkumar wants to explain carefully to his student the real situation, but is afraid of committing offenses by applying material examples to the transcendental reality of Vaikuntha. Therefore, he first gives a disclaimer. Comparisons to things of the known world may help neophytes begin to understand the spiritual world, but can never do full justice to that higher reality. Since the categories of spiritual existence are totally different from those of the material world, spiritual immature intelligence has no power to comprehend them directly.
I just love this sentence. Spiritually immature intelligence has no power to comprehend them directly. And Nanda Mataji, in our recent discussion, she was saying that, so what if you don't understand why Bhishma Dev was on the wrong side? So what? But he's a Mahajan. Just leave it and be happy. So she was like, some things, if we don't understand, it's okay because our intelligence is not spiritually mature. So, yes.
Nonetheless, my dear Brahmana, you are you are a resident of the material world, and your intelligence is confined because you can see only matter. Therefore, I say it is like this, so that by material examples you might understand various things more easily. May Lord Hari forgive this offense.
This is so sweet. Gopakumar is so careful, right? Like even though he is giving the material example, he's asking sorry from Lord Hari for using something material to compare. He's so conscious. His consciousness has improved so much, like improved in the sense refined so much.
Leela Mataji.
Gayatri Mataji.
She's not there, Mataji.
She's not there. Oh, okay.
Though there seem to be hierarchies in Vaikunta, its residents all enjoy equality among themselves. In this, there is no contradiction. The residents of Vaikunta are equal because all of them can do anything they want. That some of them appear greater than others is not contradictory, because all these devotees show their natural opulence and power in different degrees by their own free choice.
Nayansudri Mataji said she'll be listening today. So maybe Priya Mataji.
Priya Mataji. She's also not there.
Then it's
Yeah.
your.
No, she's not there. Lakshmi Mataji was also not there, so I have to read.
Yeah.
Absent among them are false like Andy. Uh-oh. Sorry, Mataji. Absent there them Absent among them are faults like envy, and their innate good qualities ever shine forth by the thousands. They are never affected by jealousy, the inability to tolerate the superiority of others. They never quarrel, never disrespect anyone. Rather, they are eternally full in all good qualities, including friendship, humility, and respect.
So sweet. I am just praying that we can develop a iota of this non-jealousy quality. Jai.
When the king of
Oh, sorry. Yes, there is some more.
When the king of bees hums in a high pitch, singing the glories of the Lord, there is a temporary lull in. Sorry, mother. There is a temporary
Like kind of silence, lull in the noise of the bee.
lull in the noise of the pigeon and the cuckoo, the crane, and the chakravak, the swan, the parrot, the partridge, and the peacock. Such transcendental birds stop their own singing simply to hear the glories of the Lord.
Yeah, even if it is a bee humming, they give the bee the chance to glorify and they stop singing and they are very eager to hear from the bee, not thinking that they sing better than the bee. Yeah, that's non enviousness is shown. Yes.
Shashikala Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Superficially, those residents of Vaikunta may appear like sense enjoyers of the material realm, but in fact, their feet are worshipped by liberated souls.
Yeah, they may look very opulent and they look like some material place they are, but their consciousness is always devoted to the Lord.
Okay. Those devotees have attained the absolute limit of changelessness, yet they playfully show all kinds of transformations while taking part in their Lord's pastime. In both types of the Supreme Lord's pastimes, those predominated by the mood of opulence and those predominated by sweetness, the devotees who take part pretend to undergo transformations just to credit the varieties that give the Lord's pleasure. In Vaikunta, there are no forces of nature to impel anyone to do anything he doesn't want to. The only force impelling the devotees is pure love, which makes them act exclusively for the pleasure of Lord Narayana.
So sweet. So no other external problems at all. No force from the nature also. Only force is their love for Narayana. Jai.
Is Vallavi Gopi Mataji there?
She's not there, Sirisha Mataji.
Okay, Sirisha Mataji.
Sirisha Mataji, your turn.
Krishna Mataji, yes, Mataji. Thus, although equal significance, they manifest individual variety. In that place, everything is so, including the profusion of airplanes. Because the personality of Godhead wants to enjoy varied pastimes, his devotees, who are all essentially equal on the platform of pure spiritual existence, assume different forms and positions in his service. Even the apparently inanimate things of Vaikunta are of the same transcendental nature. Thus, the airplanes, trees, houses, and so on are all perfect living beings, qualitatively one with the Supreme Lord and with all other living persons, and they appear in whatever forms the Lord requires for his pleasure.
So beautiful. So manifest individual variety. So they are also individuals. There is no merging. There is no what cookie cutter like everybody is just forearm form like that. But they're all individually manifesting for the pleasure of the Lord.
Sometimes the place appears full of riches like gold and jewels, and sometimes its atmosphere appears chalk white like a thick condensation of moonlight.
This place means Vaikuntha.
Ah, yes.
Richa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Sanvat Pranams. Vaikuntha may be somehow understood only by its own spiritual influence and not otherwise. Indeed, even the mind cannot grasp its form.
No one else? Everybody got a turn, I guess.
Neeru Mataji, Neeru Mataji.
Oh, Neeru Mataji.
Mataji,
Neeru
myself
Mataji,
and
Mataji.
Payal Mataji both are here. Okay.
Okay.
Priya Mataji
Okay.
and Payal. One phone. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Mataji.
Should I read Mataji first?
Neeru Mataji, go ahead.
Except by direct experience, no one can rightly understand Vaikuntha. No more than this can I accurately describe.
So we cannot experience or understand, that is the point. But yes, Priya Mataji and Payal Mataji, you both can take turn.
Yeah, sure, Mataji. When one sees those splendors of Vaikuntha, the happiness realized in Brahman at once seems empty, and as if from sheer embracement on its own, it disappears.
So after you see Vaikuntha, all that about Brahma Jyoti feels so embarrassment. You don't even want to think about that merging part, because here devotees are so happy personally serving the Lord. So this is the realization that you get when you go to Vaikuntha, that the Brahman effulgence merging is so cheap.
Those who are self-satisfied, fulfilled in all desires, and free from all material concern, who have renounced everything they know and possesses, who have associated with Vaishnavas and have thus acquired the power to discern between essential and the non-essential. It is they who enter the path of devotional service. When I went to Vaikunta, that is what I vividly saw.
So this is exactly what Krishna is saying in 15.5. Gayatri Mataji, is it okay with your permission? I will recite. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama dvandvair vimukta sukha dukha samyer gachanti amuda padamavyayam tat. Those who are free from false prestige, illusion and false association, who understand the eternal, who are done with material lust, who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress, and who unbewildered know how to surrender unto the Supreme Person, attain to that eternal kingdom. So all this we can relate to Bhagavad Gita. The Lord has given this crisp information for us in that small book. Moving forward, as I watched those persons come and go, I thought, what kind of Lord must it be who has such servants? Really, right? Like, what is that Supreme Lord that he has such beautiful servants who love him so much? So his eagerness to see the Lord has increased thousands of times now.
Thus, I thrilled with delight as I waited in the gateway to Vaikuntha. I excitedly stood up and sat down, till the associates of the Lord returned, rushing back and escorted me inside. The amazing things I then saw, more wonderful than wonderful, even the 1,000-headed Anantashesh would be unable to describe, even in a lifetime of Brahma. Bapre.
Like stood up and sat down, stood up and sat down. Even the translation is like so live, right, Mataji? That restlessness. Krishna.
And what he sees, that the excitement is building, right? What he sees.
Yeah, what he's going to see, the Supreme.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I arrived at several more gates, one after another, and at each I was met by similar doorkeepers, who allowed me to enter only after announcing my arrival to their immediate superiors.
So important this is, they always took permission from their immediate superiors. Whoever were in the next gate or wherever they had to take permission, they took permission and they let him in next gate. So you all can imagine, if you know Sri Rangam temples, they have that Gopurams one after other. You go one gate and the next gate opens, or in movies they show when they show Vaikunta, like that he's going in, all those golden gates.
Leela Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. As I entered each gate, I saw the guards offer obeisances to the local superintendent. So I assumed that he was the Lord of the universe. Overwhelmed with reverence, just as before, I repeatedly bowed down and recited prayers.
He is still thinking everyone as the Lord of the universe.
Priya Madhvi Mataji?
Do you want to keep them both together? So
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, Mataji, then I will read.
Can I read or wait?
Go ahead, Mataji.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you both go ahead.
Finally, the Supreme Lord's compassionate men who were guiding me told me the special signs by which to recognize the Lord. They also taught me what prayers to recite and what etiquette to observe.
So here they're teaching him, see, when you see Lord Narayan, you should bow down. He has Srivatsa mark on his chest. He will look different from the rest of us, more opulent and of effulgent and all that. And then they say that you should, you see him, you bow down and you recite prayers. That is how you should observe yourself. So they're teaching how to offer obeisances to the Lord and identify him. Yes, Payal, go ahead.
I passed rapidly through many districts, wonderfully splendid, with all kinds of houses and gates, and then I entered the most excellent transcendental neighborhood. There I come to one palace at whose feet many others stood in attendance. A palace distinct, overflowing in greatness, where excellence seems to reach its highest limit. Radiant like millions of suns and moons, it captures my mind and my eyes.
Wow.
Within that palace, I saw before me at a distance the personality of Godhead, the Lord, the Lord of Vaikuntha. He sat a laser on the best of royal thrones, a golden throne shimmering with the glow of many jewels. The cushion on which he sat was of swan, white cotton, fine, attractive, spotlessly clean, and the soft, handsome bolster on which he leaned, his left elbow and upper arm appeared like the full moon cleansed of its spots. He was the presiding lord of blossoming youth.
Rebol, now he's seeing the Lord from the distance. Okay, that you should remember what is going to happen now. Yes.
So Mataji is sitting on the swan, Mataji, not on Anantashesha.
So he can sit anywhere, Mataji is the Lord. So I know we are very set and we go with the pictures that we have seen and what we know. We want a picture that should fit there. But the Lord is free, right? He can sit on a swan, he can sit on a Adishesh or anywhere, like a golden throne, actually. Like he's actually sitting on golden throne, shimmering glow of many jewels. So the cushion was the swan white cotton.
Like a cotton.
Yeah. So he's on the golden throne.
Okay, Mataji. Okay. The brilliant effulgence of his sweet, attractive limbs defeated the splendor of new rain clouds. That effulgent, that effulgence lent further grace to his garlands, cosmetics, and garments already graced by jewelry made of gold bedecked with gems.
That effulgent lent further grace to his garland. So he is Bhushana Bhushanangam. Like he is the ornament for the ornaments. We saw this in the previous Krishna book reading also. Like the Lord is so beautiful. He adds beauty to the cosmetics. For us, it's other way around. The cosmetics add grace to our so-called beauty. So other way around. Yes, Vasantra Samataji.
His four shining arms, long and well built, enhanced by beauty of his bangles and armlets. Two yellow silk garments dressed his body, and charming earrings set off his rounded cheeks.
Hari Hari. Sirisha Mataji. Sirisha Mataji, are you there?
I think
On his broad chest was the Kaustubha jewel. On his conch shell neck, a string of pearls, and on his moon-like face, a nectarian smile. His lotus eyes were alive with playful glances.
Wow.
Neeta Mataji.
The great compassion he felt made his beautiful eyebrows dance. Rama, his ideally matching consort, standing by his left side, reverently offered him excellent pan to chew, which he accepted.
Yeah, this is the pan leaf, right? That
Beetle.
Lakshmi, pan, beetle nut, and the pan she's offering to the Lord with love. Richa Mataji.
The color of that pan made his bimbo fruit lips even more attractive, and their luster reflected on his teeth, 2 rows of spotless kunda flowers. Illumined by the glow of those flowers, his playful smile shone splendidly. His amusing words and gestures stole away the hearts of his devotees.
So it's so nice that he is always happy, right? Like you want to be around people who make you happy. So his amusing words and gestures stole away the hearts of his devotees. This is so sweet. Like first we thought it is awe and reverence, means we think of fear. It's not fear, it's love. That's a place of love. So Vaikuntha, all these descriptions shatters our preconceived ideas of the words and whatever we use in this world. Awe and reverence means fear. That is what we know. Boss, servant. We can't associate in this situation any happiness. So the Lord is very, very merciful, and His loving words and gestures are making everybody happy in His assembly. And His playful smile shone splendidly. So sweet. Neeru Mataji.
The the goddess Dharani, holding in her hand a vessel to catch the remnant of betel nut, constantly worshipped the Lord with messages in sidelong glances, and the Lord's excellent weapon, like Sudarshana, served him in beautiful personified forms, their identities marked by symbols on their heads.
So they were all persons standing there, Sudarshan and the Gada, everybody was personified there. And Dharani is none other than Bhumi's other name, like how for Lakshmi they're calling Rama. So Dharani is Bhumi Devi. Servants stood all around him, worshipping him with great respect, their appearance like his, their hands beautified by the transcendental items they held for his service, their slippers and yak tail fans. Oh, Krishna, what a beauty, right? Their hands beautified by the transcendental items they held for his service. So Krishna, the Lord Narayan, his beauty is giving beauty to his ornaments, but the service that these people are doing is giving those items are giving beauty to them. What nice comparison, Jai. That they love the service that they were doing. That's what the whole thing is.
Sesha, Garuda, Vishwakshena, and the other leaders of his many groups of attendants bowed down before him with devotion, stood before him with palms joined above their heads, and praised him in wonderful poetic language.
Hari Hari.
Sri Narada's dancing and his expert singing and Veena playing created such clever entertainment that the Lord and his two consorts Ram and Dharni, Dharani sometimes laugh out loud.
See how nice, right? All the ladies are also having so much fun. They laughed out loud. Even that is mentioned here. Oh, Krishna, I'm like, such details.
To add to the special ecstasy of his devotees, whose hearts were fixed only on him, from time to time the Lord extended both his lotus feet as a way of offering himself. In this way, he exhibited his splendor.
Hare Krishna. So sweet.
Priya Madhvi Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. The The fullness of the ecstasy this sight brought on made me forget what the attendants of the Lord had instructed me. I cried out again and again, O Gopala, my life and soul, and I ran forward to embrace the Lord. Having chanted the 10-syllable mantra of Lord Gopala for so long, Gopakumara was used to worshipping the Lord with natural spontaneity. And now he impulsively expressed his love in a way unusual for Vaikuntha. Forgetful of all ideas of awe and reverence, he ran forward with open arms to embrace his Lord. Amma.
So his simplicity, this is so nice. He forget everything. He only can think, oh Gopala, and he wants to run and embrace the Lord. Yes, Payal Mataji.
Some discerning attendants who were standing at the Lord's side held me back, and I was heartbroken. I cried out in the helpless distress again and again, overcome by my own excessive love, and fell unconscious in front of the Lord.
With some effort, those attendants lifted me up, and after some time, I regained consciousness. I wiped away with my hands the flood of tears that blocked my sight. What's this? And with difficulty, I finally opened my eyes. Sashikala Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Then I heard Then I heard the Lord, the best of merciful persons, tell me in a deep, gentle voice, please come back to your senses. Dear boy, come here quickly.
Mataji, the commentary too.
Okay. Sure, Mataji. From the moment Gopakumara fell unconscious, Lord Narayana had been calling to him, but Gopakumara was able to hear him only after regaining consciousness. The Lord also told him, please give up this reverence for me. Let's talk together as friends.
This is very important. See, the Lord is not expecting any awe and reverence, but it is the dham that is for that purpose. So the devotees want to express
Like that? You need to see people too.
whoever is next after Sashikala.
Vasantiraj Mataji.
I then felt the highest limit of joy. I danced all around as if seized by madness and stumbled about. But with great endeavor, the Lord's servants calmed me down, and at last I awakened from the trance. Hearing those words from Lord Narayana drove Gopakumara apparently insane. In truth, however, this insanity was the perfection of clear consciousness, in which the one who suffers feels the ultimate extreme of happiness.
This is so sweet. Like this insanity is the highest happiness for the one who is suffering it. Like we feel so happy when we cry out of love for Krishna. That crying is really amazing. So this fainting and crying gives ultimate happiness for that devotee. So we will pause here and we will hear what Lord Narayan has to speak to him from Monday. But this is so pleasing to the heart. Like in our heart, let us not keep the hierarchy anymore. We have crossed the material coverings. So from here on, it's the Leela expansion of the Lord. So in our mind, let us not make any offenses comparing Vaikuntha Dham as if it is our backyard and Golok Dham is something higher than that. So let's not make that offense. And understand that this is Lord's pastime. That's how he wants to manifest and give a place where the devotees wants to reciprocate in that rasa for that Lord. This is very important moving forward. So I just like a disclaimer for my own self. I want to say this. So it's going like that. Now it is not hierarchy. It is just the Lord's vibhuti expanded. It could be Ayodhya Dham, it could be Dwarka, it could be Mathura, it could be our Navdvip. Wherever now he's going to go, it is that Dham Vasis, they need a platform to exchange in that rasa. So I'll just letting everybody know. Yes, Mataji. Yes, Sri Gaurangi Mataji. We are ready to hear from you.
Arey, aaj somebody else, Mataji.
Okay, Anita Mataji. Anybody else wants to summarize today what we read? Feel free. There is nothing like no. We don't have to worry. Just say what you liked and what we heard and what we read. We will add in. Each of us we will add in few points. Vasantarasa Mataji, you want to try?
No, Shashkala Mataji, I prefer Mataji. She narrates very nicely, actually.
Yes, please.
Oh no, Mataji.
Please, Mataji.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
It doesn't.
Mataji.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting Mataji things.
we will have we will chip in, Mataji. We will whatever we remember, we'll chip in and say nothing right now.
Oh, Mataji. Okay, Mataji. So now, like, I mean, he's in Vaikunta, and like what I remember, things are like how as he goes, the doors keep opening, and the guards guards are there here and there, like the door keep opening, and you know, and then he sees the Lord from far. From far, he sees the Lord sitting on a swan, and uh, yeah, and then we have with the Lord, Rama Devi as well as goddess Dharani, both are there. Rama Devi is holding. She is giving the pan to the Lord, and the remnants of the pan have been collected by Dharani in a vessel. Yes, Mataji. And then from far, yeah, as he sees the Lord, he comes near him and he goes, he falls down in trance.
He wants to run and he wants to embrace Gopala.
He wants to run and embrace. Yeah. He is in trance, and then I think the Lord wakes him up. Yeah, the Lord wakes him up, and he says, I think, yeah, he is dancing around in madness, and then, yes, and the Lord's servants calmed him down.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Just the point to add is, and every gatekeeper was taking permission from the next senior person to. They all know that they're all four-armed form Vishnus. They didn't have to ask permission. Like if just imagine ourselves, if we are all servants in one house, one servant will not ask the other servant a permission, but they had that mutual respect. That is so nice, and this is a dham of no envy, and there is no comparison. They are all having a loving relationship. So this is where the spiritual qualities are starting. And Srila Prabhupada mentioned in so many of his lectures, Vaikuntha is where there is no envy, and that Mother Matsarya and all that is not coming up. And that is that special place where we can appreciate each other. And there is a very nice friendship because of that. There is mutual friendship because there is no envy. Everyone is serving so nicely.
Spiritual teamwork.
Huh? Yes, Mataji?
Spiritual teamwork.
Teamwork. So true. Any other points anybody liked? Leela Madhavi Mataji, Richa Mataji?
Mataji, here also Gop Kumar makes a disclaimer kind of thing where he talks about Vaikuntha cannot be understood by comparing it to material descriptions.
Yes.
So so that point was where he was his etiquette showed up, and how he was very careful to bring that point up. Yeah. And of course, Vaikuntha can only be understood by its spiritual influence, not otherwise.
Yes.
That point was good.
Yeah. So true. So true. It's just beautiful. Like the servants, any service we want to do, like the DD altar or give a class or cook in the kitchen, everything is being done lovingly and everybody is seen equal in front of the Lord's eyes. And the Lord is not a strict dictator. He's loving, he's joking, he's smiling and he's laughing, and all the concerts are laughing and everybody's having fun together, even though they're serving with awe and reverence. So in the heart that they know this is my Lord. So Prabhupada always wanted us to serve Radha Krishna as Lakshmi Narayan Dev when we are on the altar, because we serve with awe and reverence. We don't just play with them on the altar so that they are Radha Krishna or in that mood. Even though they are in that rasa, we don't enter the altar in that rasa. We are always with awe and reverence.
Yeah, and how uh, the etiquette that was taught to Gop Kumara before approaching the Lord, how he should be standing, how he should be bowing down, how he should be praying, that etiquette was taught. But Gop Kumara, under the influence of his Madan Gopal mantra, when he saw the Lord, he saw Gopal only, and he actually fell in
Follow
ecstasy.
all that. Yeah, he couldn't
Yeah,
follow
he couldn't follow that.
that instructions. Yes,
Right.
but the Lord didn't take any offense.
Yeah, yeah. The Lord didn't take any offense. In fact, the Lord says, "You don't need to do any of that. Just wake up
Talk
and
to
talk
me
to me
like
like a
friends.
friend, like a friend."
Friend.
Right.
Who will say that, right? Talk to me like a friend, like a king come
Yeah.
telling a beggar in the street, talk to me like a friend.
Right. Right, Mataji. So see, Mataji, now Lord Narayan is talking like that. So when actually Krishna will come, he will definitely say, "Come and hug me."
No, I heard that he will go and hug Mata if he were in front of there. There is no gates and everything. Krishna will run towards the devotee and hugs him.
Yeah. True,
Yes,
Mataji. True.
yes.
Where did we stop, Mataji? Acha, Bhagwan
18.
Uvacha, right?
We didn't start the Bhagavan Vacha. We'll do that. What the Lord,
Mata, total how many volumes in this one, Mata, in Brihad Bhagavatam?
3 volumes, Mataji. We are in the second one. We'll finish the second one by next Friday. And if you all give permission, we can do the third one. So let's see. Hare Krishna. Yeah, this is a large compilation by Sanatan Goswami. Quick reminder, Sunday is Gopashtami, another very, very important day in our Vaishnava calendar. Any of you feel inspired, please post in our Ladies Sangha what we can do. The best thing I thought was we have our farm here in Michigan, right, Mataji?
Yes, Mata.
There is a farm, we can donate to that farm. If you know, if you have connections with Vrindavan, wherever there is, you all have connections, you can go and donate for the care of cows. That is very, very important because Krishna loves cows. That's all. Nothing else other than that to say. And she's our mother. So take that effort. Tell your husbands if you don't know how to use your PayPal, credit card, and all that, push them to make that donation on Sunday. And if you have a picture of cow or a murti of cow along with Krishna, you could worship him, worship her along with Lord. Anything else, please post. We will be happy to. The day when Krishna was given in charge for the cows, that's why it is from calves to cows. So you can remember the past time he didn't want to put the slippers. He said, Mother Yashoda, you make 900,000 pairs of shoes, then I will put on my shoe. So all those sweet pastimes we can hear and we can remember on that day.
And Mataji, the same day Radharani dresses up as a cowherd and goes, right?
Yes, because now she knows now when you have cows, you will go more deep into the forest, right?
Right,
She also
right,
goes like a gopa, gopavesh.
right.
Yes, all the
In
gopas.
Radha Kunjvihari temple, they dress up so beautifully, Radharani in Gopavesha.
Hari Hari.
Beautiful.
Jai. We will wait to watch.
Yeah.
So one pastime quickly I want to say, we were in Mayapur Dham and in the Yatra, and we all went that day. We all went to where is Lord Nityananda's appearance place? Ekachakra.
Ek Chakra.
Very far. So we all went that day, and it took very late. And Pankajangri Prabhu and Jananivas Prabhu called Maharaj and said, "Please do not miss today's darshan. It is very special because all the Ashtasakis will be like Gopas. So, and their lotus feet, all the Ashtasakis' lotus feet will be seen." And because it was Ekachakra, even before Mangalarti, we all had to get on the bus. Like 4 o'clock, we had to get on the bus if we had to return back on the same day. And Maharaj also used to come along with us. So we all left. And the phone call came. By that time, we were already in Ekachakra on the way. And that day, some things all happened in Ekachakra, some road blockage and all that. And it took more long and more late. and we could not return till 10 in the night. And for the first time ever in the history of Mayapur temple, both the pujaris were sitting on the altar with the curtain open just for us to come back and for Maharaj to have darshan and all the devotees to have darshan. So this miraculous pastime happened, and I can never forget this beautiful that all the Ashtasakis were like gopas that day.
Oh,
Very sweet. Yeah. This is
sweet.
the mercy of devotees. So this all can happen only with their mercy. Jai. So 10 in the night and 10:30 or something like that, and the curtains were still open just for all of us. So maybe please share your little things that you get to know about Gopashtami and encourage everybody on our platform. Then we'll meet.
Mataji, I want to say one thing, Mataji. Very shortly.
Yes.
Yesterday I was asking the question, right? Is Guru is Krishna himself? Why he want? And then I have a habit of listening Prabhupada lecture while I'm driving. So today morning when I turn it on, it says one lecture, Prabhupada very first line, worshipable God, worshipper God. That means Guru is also equal to God. So the Guru is worshipable, worshipper God. Worshipper God. Krishna is worshipable God.
Sakshadhari Tvena Samasta Shastra. Yes, he's Sakshadhari Tvena Shastra. Yes.
Maybe they want to tell that. That's why maybe it's mentioned that Guru is Krishna himself, like that. Maybe.
Yes. He is, no doubt. It's his expansions. Like, yes, without Krishna's expansions, Guru cannot speak about Krishna.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, he's going to speak. Now again, Lord Narayan is going to say all that again. Remind him, like, because he doesn't want him to forget. So he'll remind him again. Don't worry. So yeah, we'll move. This Sunday we have a very special speaker. Sunday feast. Our in-house speakers are there Saturday and Sunday Bhagavatam. Please do hear from them too. Sunday feast is very special speaker Sesha Prabhu. He is the GBC for communication, law and enforcement, I think, and very wonderful devotee. Him and Madhumati Mataji. Very like you can. Humility to the extent and very composed, like even an earthquake comes, he will be so shant. Such a dedicated servant of the Srila Prabhupada, and both of them are wonderful, amazing devotees. To hear from them this Sunday feast. They are coming for the first time to our temple. Yeah. So thank you. Manchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anantakoti Vaishnavi Vrand ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari.
Thank
So
you,
don't
Mataji.
forget Gopashtami and don't forget the Sunday feast lecture.